Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 24 of Less Platinum Lies of P. Alright, before we move on to New Game Plus, I'm just going to talk to Genie here and upgrade one of my weapons.
Safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask.
Yeah, they, I don't know if I went through it before, I think I did, but they changed their dialogue very slightly. Alright, so I was thinking about what weapons we were going to use for weapons we were going to use for the New Game Plus, and I'm going to stick with Proof of Humanity. It's a really good weapon, it's really strong, it's fun to use, and it just kind of like shreds through enemies' HP. So that's what we're going to stick to. So let's upgrade it while we're here. Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenant. I have 26. Let's upgrade it once. Proof of Humanity +1. Let's do it again with another 2. You can see its attack is going up on the right there. I wish I could show how much it's actually gaining, but yeah. Okay, that's weird. Why did it... Let me look at it again. 24. Okay, it looks like it's gaining 24 attack each time, so there should be 230? No, 31, maybe because the scaling went up or something. No, it's still BB. And there we go. Cool. Proof of Humanity +5. It has 231 physical attack. Its critical rate, so most weapons actually don't come with a critical rate. This one does, is 30%. It charges pulse cells at 11.3 units, I guess. It's hard to kind of quantify that. And Fable Charge, which is actually what I thought Charge Pulse Cells was for a second, if I'm honest. Fable Charge is the same thing, 520 units. For example, the Golden Lie does it at less. It also reduces the damage you take by 64.15 when you're guarding. It has Link Slash, which is a great ability. Slash an enemy in front of you. Uses an extra Fable slot to slash up to 3 more times. It also has Grind, increases the critical hit chance temporarily with L1 triangle. It scales with motivity and technique. And finally, it says a giant scissor blade used by the nameless puppet. It is a double-edged sword that can end one's freedom or grant it by cutting the strings of manipulation. Puppets are tied to strings. Humans have cut their own strings. The boy made a choice and became human. Alright, excellent. So that's pretty much what we're going to use for the entirety of the playthrough, because we're going to go pretty fast. And the other thing I wanted to do, can I do it from here? I don't think so. I think I have to, yeah, I got to go from the tree. I don't 100% know if you have to do this now or if because you're given the option at the beginning of the next playthrough, but it says reset P organ, not necessarily reset level. So I'm gonna go here, pick the golden fruit, and then if I investigate it again, it'll give me the option to reset my level. This one says recalibrate the P organ or reset the Legion arm. So I'm gonna reset my level. And I'm going to use 4 gold coin fruits to gain 316,780 ergo. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm not necessarily level 1, but I'm much lower. Where is my level? There, I'm level 10. You start at level 10. Alright, I'm going to increase my capacity to 25. I want my vitality probably around 20. Vigor, I also want it 20. And then I want to try and get motivity and technique as even as I can. So 20, let's go with 5 here. Okay, that's good. I really want my capacity to be high first because as you can see at the top, sort of middle and slightly to the right of the screen, it has very heavy. So I'm very heavy. I actually cannot move right now. I have too much weight. So I'm going to do this. Okay, 50% is good. It's probably the tiniest bit of overkill, but it's okay. We will definitely want 50 as we go on. Let's equip that weapon. 56%, and everything else is good. Yep, I can equip 2 weapons. Ah yes, and I forgot. Let's put that one on for you, Chris. Alright, cool. Yeah, our ergo meter is a little glitched right now. It says we have 4,498 and that's all we need to level up. But I think if I do this, the meter should reset. There's a way to make it reset. Let me quickly try. I know I should be starting, but I just want to... there we go. No. Okay, well, it's correct in the menu. Yeah, it doesn't change it in game. Don't be silly, why would you ever want to do that? if anyone gets that reference. Oh man, that's such a long time ago, but I always remember it. Alright, cool. We're good to go, I think. So let's do it. Use the Stargazer. Restart. If you start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current playthrough. You can also start the next playthrough from the Hotel Stargazer. Do you wish to continue? The items below will not be inherited. All collectibles except records, Krat supply boxes, and Vanini collections. Hold X to start the next playthrough. And you can pick the difficulty again. Just pick Legendary Stalker. Or you can pick anything really, the difficulty doesn't matter. Okay, so in regards to this playthrough, we're going to go as quickly as we can. I've been doing this off screen and I've just beaten the 8th boss, I think it is, which is the puppet devouring green monster of the swamp. And yeah, it's like, I did it pretty quick. Okay, so it says, do you wish to reset the P organ? I'm going to go no on this one or cancel. You can also use...
There you are.
Hang on a sec.
I've been looking all over.
If you equip, you can attack and go a little bit faster. Couldn't do this in... Hang on, can I do this? Whee! Perfect. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to skip everything pretty much. We know what they say, we know how it works.
Let's get you out of there.
You can't run in this...
Find something that might help.
You can't run at this point. Come on, make it. Don't clink. There we go. Alright, and if you use this, it says, yeah, it allows you to switch your Legion arm, modify it, or activate the P organ, so you can have a look at what you've got. We've unlocked phase 6, so I'll show that off. You can add a weapon slot, so instead of only being able to hold 2 weapons at the same time, you can hold 3. You can get an ability called Perfect Guard Weapon Durability Recovery. Some of weapon durability is restored when a perfect guard is successful. That one's pretty good, actually. Just add yet another belt slot, but I mean, it can be good, but yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world. And of course, Enhanced Pulse Cell Recovery 3, so pretty good. I believe if you go to New Game Plus Plus, there's another one that's phase 7, and I think it appears around here. I never ended up doing that, but yeah, I think you can do that. Okay, so this is all sort of like from memory, and I'm not doing like a complete... hang on a second. One thing I do want to do is make sure that the Mono Snipe is there. Yeah, I'm basically doing this from memory, and I'm not necessarily like completely speedrunning it, but I'm just trying to mostly destroy everything in my path to make it a bit easier to get through. And I'll collect things if I feel like I want to collect them. And the pulse cells are not there. Okay, getting a little unlucky with the crits. There we go. So really cool like attacks. Holding R2 does this jump attack. That was excellent. Okay, now the crits are coming in. Yeah, holding R2 does this really cool jump attack. Pressing R1, R1, R1 is pretty good as well. Let's see if I can get this one. I think I tried, but it didn't work. Yeah, just a little bit too high. You can see I'm almost like one-shotting them. Ah, crap. The downside with R2, which I did press there, is its startup time is very, like, yeah, it's, well, I mean, I almost got it, but yeah, it has a long startup time. Whee! Notice I went for the puppet string to pull myself closer. What is it? Trace. I traced, but I didn't hold it to perform the link attack because it just takes too long. So one cool thing is that item is a piece of paper. It's a collectible, and I left it alone during practice. And when I came back here, because you come back later to the Krat Central Station after it's sort of been a bit more destroyed, it wasn't there, and I was like, huh, I wonder if that's like a mistake, or if we're not coming back to the same Krat Central Station, and if it's actually like a sort of an alternate reality. It's probably just a mistake, but yeah. Okay, so there's this guy. Let's grind it up. I will use a link attack on this guy, hopefully. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good start. Okay, so Workshop Union Lightweight Frame +1. Basically, it's exactly the same as it was in the first playthrough, except it provides, it's a little heavier. Looks like, hang on, is it heavier or lighter? This one's 7.6. Oh, I see, yeah. It's about 1.8 units heavier, and it provides a little bit of extra defense. Unfortunately, none of these +1 items, like, I say unfortunately, but also at the same time, it's like, why did they design it like that in that case? Unfortunately, none of these items are like worth equipping. The only one that's actually worth equipping is the +1 version of the frame that we're currently using, which you only get at the very end of the game. So, yeah, I don't know why they designed it like that. I guess maybe just to give you a few options, like potentially you could be a little bit heavy on one thing, so, you know, they'll be like, alright, well, stop using this then and use something else instead. Okay. Cool, made it to the first Stargazer. Let's go. As I said, I'm pretty much going to skip everything. It's going to be largely the same playthrough. One of the differences will be that I will tell the truth to the various people that I have the option to speak with, so that you can see what the results of doing that are. Having said that, a lot of them are not like that interesting, but I'll do it anyway. Okay, that was poorly timed. That was annoying because the damn stamina ran out. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll take you out. The puppets give more ergo per kill, which is excellent. Let's got this dog enemy, which I knew was there, but I pressed the attack button too soon. Too late, rather. Also, I wanted to see... so if you look at the level, which is at the top middle of the screen, says 78, and then next to it says required ergo 15,285. I don't know if I'm at the level yet, but there's a level where once you get that, the amount of ergo that you need increases by a single point, which is crazy. Okay, let's see. So for some reason, we've already talked about this, and then I think later it rings or something. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy. Okay, good. I'll show you the link slash. 1, 2, 3. Really cool move. And just absolutely demolished him. Still get to keep my 2 Fable slots, which is excellent. One thing that I did do during practice, hang on a sec. Oops. Is I actually changed my amulet. I only did it when I needed the extra weight, but it's probably a good idea. It depends. Like I don't know what would the increase will probably be incremental or negligible rather. But hang on a sec here. Deal with these guys. Yeah. But you could probably swap out the heavy extreme modification amulet for the much lighter assassin's amulet. And that increases your critical attack, which I suppose increases the amount of damage you do on a crit. So let's see if I can... I'm going to keep rushing it at these puppet enemies, even though there's only like 2 left before the next boss. 343, 915. Let's say it's 943, that's 600. So it's the difference between that, which is 28. Interesting. Okay, well, it's going to be a bit tough to check that. Yeah, I need to find a point where I can find those, fight those enemies consistently. Alright, if you talk to this guy, we will be able to get our first new item. It is the Proposal Flower Wolf Part 1 Gold Record. Now, the flavor text is exactly the same as it is on the regular record. The music is different, which is weird, but we absolutely want to buy that because we need it for Platinum, so make sure you do that. We'll just talk through this. Switch Legion Arm. Just going to get rid of all these little dots. And level up. Yeah, almost leveled. And use storage. Okay, actually, you know what? With a level up, I may as well... I need a 3000, right? Let me chuck you on. And I'll get me a point in Let's get me a point of vitality. I'm going to try and increase my vitality and vigor up to 25, and then I'll start pumping points into technique and motivity. Alright, here we go. First boss. Hopefully I can win this. He's still basically the same. Oh, there is one difference. Due to the events of the first playthrough, we can now understand what these puppet bosses are going to say. So pay attention to the bottom of the screen. It's nothing too special, but pay attention to the bottom of the screen. Unfortunately, it's not in the text that it was in the first playthrough, which is annoying. Okay, let's go. Come on in. We have been waiting. Okay, that's fine. Good. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't know how to dodge that. Okay, he's probably going to rip off his head in a moment here. Now. Nice. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Okay, he went in second phase and I lost my opportunity to knock him out. Alright, so now I've got to be careful. I can't see. Okay, here he comes. He's going to perform an attack. 1. And go for the third. No? Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Now. Oh, crap. I let go of the button very slightly too early. Ow. I'm gonna be cautious, a bit extra cautious here. Let's grindstone. That's the way. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, excellent, excellent. 1. Let's do this. Got my Fable back basically. So let's hit him a couple times. Oops, I didn't mean to. I buffered that input there, so it went through without me meaning to. Let's go, let's go. Gotcha. You could have given the king a real festival. I didn't see what else he said. I completely forgot. Is there a stargazer with this one? No. Right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, parade leaders, Ergo, and a quartz. Okay, we did it. Now we're going to tell the truth and say that we're a puppet, and it won't let us through, but then we can just talk again and we'll be fine.
So you'll have to lie.
So let's see.
You're a special puppet.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
Okay, so let's just say we're a puppet.
Puppets are a constant source of trouble. The hotel forbids all outside puppets. Please leave the premises.
Alright. And if we try again.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Same thing. So we have to. This is one of the few times you have to lie. Okay, so we've done that. Your springs are reacting. Yeah, so you could see that for telling the truth, nothing happened. However, for lying, our springs reacted. And that's consistent throughout the entire game. You only gain humanity when you lie, which is very weird. I feel like the way they did it was a bit strange, but that's okay. Still a great game. This opening is so, like, I don't know, just the way they did it is funny. Alright, skip. And I don't know if that other cutscene plays or if that skip was part of the same cutscene. Find out in a moment here. Okay, cool. Alright, now if I remember correctly...
Look at Gemini. Be careful.
Okay, I believe we have to talk to Geppetto? No, well, if you run out, the game will force you over to Eugenie.
You're here to see Master Geppetto, right? Come this way.
Yeah.
I heard about you should...
So, we're gonna get, what is it here? The puppet string. But yeah, we already have it, so it doesn't matter.
You must... I know any other... I know my way.
Okay, just do that. Oops.
I know my way.
I don't think you can... you can give this weapon a handle, but I don't think there's any point. Like you can, alter its handle to make it more usable with or more scaly with motivity or technique. But I don't think there's any point. Talk. Don't worry about this. Alright, so Vanini's not here, Pulcinella's not here, Polendina is here.
Welcome, my name is
And yeah, you can talk to him about those things. Antonia is here, you can play the piano. Actually, can we play the piano well? No, we can't. Oh yeah, because our humanity is too low. Okay.
unexpected.
Skip through all this.
Thanks.
Okay, that's it. I think we're pretty much good to go, so let's go. First part is Elysian Boulevard, which is fortunately not too difficult. Trying to remember the order of operations can be a little tough, but when you've played through it a few times, it's alright. Also fun. I'm really glad that that first boss fight went well, because I'm pretty sure I died during practice, embarrassingly. I'm also noticing these pictures have words on them. Like, what is that one supposed to say? Lock? I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, Elysian Boulevard, let's go. I will try and pick up quartz along the way, because that is still valuable, as well as like Legion calibers, but I don't remember what all of them are. Alright, here's one of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood.
Be more careful.
Whee!
The Black Rabbit Brotherhood.
Just disappears
I
up
hate
there.
these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Alright, let's definitely use the Stargazer here. And let's go. Now, there's a... Oh yeah, okay, these guys are actually perfect, but there is something to be said about going too fast. You definitely want to sort of like defeat enemies one by one, because if you rush too much, it gets out of control. Okay, so it was 300 up to 945. So let's try this one. I want to try and fight those enemies
Elysian
again.
Boulevard was a regular rich people road. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
Damn, too far away. Alright, I will let this dog approach me. Trying to keep an eye on that damage meter. Okay, I think this is another frame, if I remember correctly, like a frame plus one. Yeah, Lada F150 frame plus one. Okay, 458 straight up. Actually, that's a good way to check it. Yeah, all I have to do is crit on the first attack. Okay, so I know that 458 is what you get for using that. So let's see what you get for using the other one, if I can get a crit on the first hit. Alright, there's a guy right here, so just run and chop. Now that guy is annoying, so I'm gonna do this. You don't have to open this shortcut, but I would recommend doing so, because if you die, the Stargazer's right there, and then you can just run straight to the shortcut instead of having to go all the way around like I just did. But fingers crossed we do this well. Making good progress already, we're only 23 minutes in, and I didn't even start the second playthrough like right at the beginning of the episode, so... Let's go! If you do another R2, like if you... Let me demonstrate, because it's a good open area to do so. Hold R2, does this. If you hold R2 again, he does this. Oop, let me try that again, because that was a bit... Yeah, so he does a different attack. So keep that in mind, because the movesets are actually really good with... or the moveset is really good with this weapon. Okay, and then there's this guy, and I think there's one behind me. Oh, did I attracted the other guy? That's excellent. What I would have done if I hadn't have attracted this guy is I probably would have used the puppet string, because you can just barely get out there and pull him in. So make sure you do that. Don't need to defeat this guy, but I will. I'm hoping for my first crit. So I'm doing 262 damage normally. Okay, there we go, 547. Alright, that was a lot more. Okay, that makes sense. So if I hit normally without doing a crit with the extreme modification amulet, my overall damage is better. But if I crit, then that damage is better. That actually makes sense. That's kind of like how I thought it would work. So I'd say that my chances to crit being 30%. Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, because he was facing the facing away, I'm guessing, is why I did 603 damage on my first hit. Yeah. So I was about to say, be careful with these thrower guys. I cannot believe I got that. That's good. If I was 1 second later, I would have missed it. Target that guy, do a plunging attack, and get 1500 damage. Damn it. Okay, this is going much, much better than practice. Let's see. Now, I like to... I think, yeah, this guy walks... This sequence where the puppet walks through the door slowly with the giant chimney sweeper is very... It's like Resident Evil almost. He like slowly walks out, and even the way they get up, I'm just realizing, okay, my weapon is badly damaged. Yeah, even the way they get up is a little Resident Evil. And let's not forget that there's that collectible about the it itches in this area, so... Yeah, it was almost certainly intentional. Just subtle enough to only be noticeable once you've done it a couple times. I'm really glad that I... Oh, come on. Okay, dodge. Alright, making good decisions, Like I said, I'm going to try and grab as many items as I can, especially if they're on the way. If they're a little bit too far out of the way, I'm not going to bother. Okay, now, yeah. I'm going to fight this guy. I'm going to wait until he's facing the other way so I can get to him. He's pretty easy, but... Start like this. Now there's a Stargazer coming up, so we may as well just use our Fable. Boom. Okay, well, that was just too perfect. Couldn't have gone any better than that. Don't worry about this. This is just a life amulet. Okay, fantastic. Up to the next Stargazer, no deaths. That's what I like to see. Now, before we use this, go over to this guy, and we can purchase another gold record. Quixotic, the golden record version of it, so let's grab that. Now we can use the Stargazer. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to say is that because we're going to be telling the truth in this playthrough, we're not going to be gaining that much humanity, and there is still something that we have to do with regards to gaining humanity, and that is we need to get 2 different endings. In order to do that in one playthrough, we're going to utilize the save before the end feature and reload our save, like save to the cloud and reload our save. If we don't do that, we'll have to play the whole game again. I don't really want to do that. Fortunately, the way they did it with the Phase 7... Nice. Fortunately, the way they did it with Phase 7 of the Stargazer, you can kind of like... You know, at least it's sort of... There is something different on the 3rd playthrough.
Butterfly?
I'll just wait here for the
Why
guys
is
to
the
talk.
ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out,
Yeah,
I can take point.
Bother with that one. Should I talk to Toma? You know what? I'm going to very quickly talk to Toma. I feel like you get a little bit of humanity. Yeah, this kind of like links into what I was saying. And then, oh yeah, there's a insulation reactor or whatever, so talk. Okay, cool, that's it. Let's go up and then go back down on the other side. Oh, he actually saw me. That's fine. Anyway, the reason I want to talk to Toma there is, and I kind of haven't tested this yet, but apparently you need a certain degree of humanity in order to actually unlock the one of the 2 endings. So one of the endings is bad, and one of the endings is good. And the ending we got before was the best ending. Okay, we've talked to this lady before, so I'm just going to skip her text. She's basically looking for the baby. We'll say that we find her.
At City Hall. Should we check it out? I hope everybody's safe.
So now this time what's basically going to happen is we're going to... Actually, this might be good. Perfect. Damn, this guy like waited for me. Damn it. Very. Let's stay back for a second and then hold R2. Excellent. Crit. No, no crit. Don't clank on the post. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's this one, right? Yeah, Torndoodle Eatich is the Resident Evil reference. Anyway, what I was going to say was that, let me stay over here for a second. I'm going to open this one because it's a shortcut, just on the off chance that something goes awry. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, we need to gain a certain level of humanity, and in order to do that, I think the way it's going to end up happening is if I just listen to all the records, we'll probably get enough humanity to do what we need to do. It doesn't need to be maxed out, it probably just needs to reach, let me think, it's like your springs are reacting, there's another one, and then you feel warmth, and then your heart is beating or something like that. So I think it's the one after your springs are reacting. I'm assuming that's where we need to be. Should I... How's my... You know what? I will Stargazer here, because the Mad Donkey is actually kind of a little bit of a tricky fight. So I'll have full pulse cells and full grindstones for that, please. Thank you. Alright, making really good progress. I'm glad that we're almost up to the second boss. I was hoping to get through this in about maybe 5 episodes, but that might be asking too much. We'll see, we'll see. Depends on how far I get through, well, in each of them, but yeah. Hey, I got the required Ergo. Did I end up leveling up? I did. Okay, so the Ergo went up by a little bit more than 1, but you'll see on the next few levels it'll start going up by like a single point with regards to the requirements. All puppets will be destroyed.
You got a lot to answer for.
So the Mad Donkey, I'm going to skip this scene. Let's see, hang on.
You and the owl. What's your problem? Wait. I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
So one thing, he says something really interesting during this fight. Let's see if he says it. Nightmare, stop showing up already. So he seems to like think that he's seen us before. I think this has to do with Sophia's time manipulation. Damn it. This enemy, I think, has the weirdest and most delayed attack sequences ever. Because it's so difficult to tell when he's going to delay. Please don't kill me. Come on, push. Come on. Cannot get a single... There we go. Good. Gotcha. I'll kill you both and okay, yeah, he's referring to Geppetto there. Now I feel bad for my comrades.
It's a dream, buddy.
Okay, he gives me all this stuff, and we're good to go. Okay, let go of me now.
I want to use this.
What was I talking about? He said, yeah, I think it's got to do with the sort of time manipulation. So he keeps like going over this part every time, but I don't know. I feel like that's the only time in the whole game they kind of make reference to it. At least sort of directly, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into things, but yeah. I'm a serial reader into too many things. Alright, let's grab you. Oh crap, that was bad. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. His, the delaying of attacks is so interesting to me, because I feel like as time has gone on, with video games especially, and especially action-oriented ones, if you go back to like probably Dark Souls, which was essentially, oh, well, I guess Demon Souls, but Dark Souls was definitely the most popular, or the one that was more popular. If you go back to that, the attack patterns of the enemies were all very predictable. You know, you sort of come up against an enemy, you fight it. As you can see also here, we're getting, instead of just getting vivid ergo fragments, we're getting dim ergo chunks, even at the, sorry, not vivid, dim ergo fragments, we're getting dim ergo chunks, so you get a little bit more straight from the beginning. But yeah, the attacks were all very predictable, you know, it was the same thing every time. Now, you could make the argument that the Mad Donkey is actually doing the same attacks every time as well, it's just that his attacks are all delayed, and that is true, but those delays make it much harder to defeat him compared to like other enemies. And I feel like the developers sort of had to come up with that because they were like, well, people have been playing action games now for like such a long time that they're really used to mechanically how they work, and all of the developers are effectively using the same sort of ideas over and over. So we need to figure out a way to make it very slightly different and therefore more challenging, therefore hopefully more rewarding. Is the broken baby puppet.
No survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
Okay, so now the tough part. Do I just go fight this guy? I've only lost one pulse cell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go fight the Scrapped Watchman, because if I can win, it'll be very good. Okay, just trying to think. Is there anything I want to have like on standby? I just want to see if there's anything I should probably hold on to. It doesn't really matter. The abrasives don't matter because he's electrified anyway, so throwing still doesn't matter. The cluster grenade, shot put, and the chain are now a lot better. I might even be able to use the acid canister, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, I think we'll be okay regardless. Let's give it a shot. Alright, Scrapped Watchman. This is a relatively long fight, so let's see how we do. And he'll say some other stuff too, so I'll pay attention right at the very start, but then obviously my focus will switch to trying to win. Children frozen, abandoned by you. I avenge my friends. Oh crap. Not bad. Okay, can I have like a... Let me get my rhythm back. Thank you. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, good. I like to dodge... Ooh, I was going to say I like to dodge underneath there, but it works slightly differently than later on. 1. Okay, this isn't going great, but... 1, 2, 1, 2, go for the third one. Gotcha. Hop, skip, jump. Let's do another R2. Nice, okay. Better. Now let's do this. This is probably going to change. And by change I mean charge. Crap. Ah, I did press it. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Avoid that. Chop him once, chop him twice. Damn it. Reaction time was off there. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Ah, Zach, Sophie, Eric, and Toma. Damn it, I got him to half health, but my reaction time was very slightly off each time. I was missing by a few frames. Ah, man, that sucks. That would have been good to win that one. Okay, well, still doing well. Let's try it again. Run. So close. I definitely missed a lot of perfect guards there, but it wasn't horrific. Alright, that was pretty bad. Anyway, let's feed these guys. I also didn't use the puppet string. I don't know how good it is for this particular fight. Alright, let's try. If I remember, I'll use it. It says abandoned by you, so are we to gather that maybe Carlo was friends with these kids as well at the Monad charity house? Okay, this is going much better. Good. Good. It's fine. Get the health back. Perfect guard. Crap. Double crap. Okay, hang on. Now. Thank you. And again. Back step. Get into position. Attack. Okay, pretty much where he was. Gonna attack a couple more times. Okay, now he's gonna transform. Okay, we're gonna do the monkey rush. Nice, the health recovery. Much better. Ah! Okay, that was... I didn't recognize that one. Okay, yeah, do not get caught by that grab. Perfect, perfect. Go. Okay, this is going really well. That was incredible. Ah. Okay, that's fine. Get some stamina back. 1, good. 2, good. 3. Ah, damn. The guy almost killed me with that damn attack. Okay, go. Do not get grabbed. 1, 2, 3. Avoid that. 1, 2. Good. Maybe, I think that's a swipe. I did not mean to to dodge back there. Okay, go. Oh no. Just kill him. Oh my goodness. Bro, the the history of 1 HP continues. It was literally at 1 HP. Why, game? Why do you always do this to me? Like heart palpitations. Unbelievable. Okay, let's before we move on, let's continue. Well, let's go back to the old lady and let's tell her the truth. And it'll be pretty crap. How are we going? 43 minutes. Damn it, man! I really wish I hadn't died. I always figure out where this is. So it's easier to go down here. Oh, and I gotta go to Toma to show him the other puppet. Something about this elevator being extremely quick, that's very strange. They're like, we're gonna put an elevator here. Yeah, but won't that annoy the player having to use it all the time? They only have to use it a couple times. We'll make it quick. And they did. Chop. Oh, hang on a sec. Chop. Oh, I guess I'm going to Toma first. I didn't even think about that, but that's fine. I wonder if I can get to Vanini Works today. Definitely won't be able to fight Fuoco. But if I can get to Vanini Works, that would be good. Okay, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. You're mine. Yay. Yeah, good weapons. Good, really good weapons. Alright, so talk to Toma.
If only we could
Play together and... Oh, I didn't pick up the damn whistle. Oh, damn it. Oops. I forgot. Oh well. I'll come back later. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're still making really good progress. Like, let's see, Scrapped Watchman was episode 3, and we did it in episode 1. So that's pretty good. Don't run through here, doggy. Alright, let's talk to her and say, tell her the truth. You found her, kind one. Sense of Mars, please let me hold her. They're there, makes you smart. Isn't my baby adorable? That's a puppet.
What's wrong, kind one? This is my baby. My sweet Elena. Did my family convince you to lie? Don't do it. That road leads to nothing but sadness. I should know. I am so grateful to you, kind one. Please take this token of gratitude.
Okay, and as you can see, she just gives you a very common vivid ergo fragment. I was actually going to use game. I was going to use this. I want to go to the most recent Stargazer, get the faded whistle, head to Toma, and then we'll go back to the hotel. We'll go back to the hotel, and then I think we have to talk to Geppetto, and it said Eugenie, but I don't know why we have to talk to Eugenie. But yeah, we'll figure it out. In regards to the collectibles, in regards to the music... Oh, wait, did I not? Oh, that was the most recent Stargazer. Ah, that's silly, I should have... This is a bit... It's probably quicker to go the other way, but I'll just run. No, it's much quicker to do it the other way, so let's go most recent Stargazer. Damn it! I was meant to... I thought the most recent Stargazer was the one at the Scrapped Watchman, so that's why. Okay, that one I was able to read. It said, "Oh, warning." Okay, so let's see. Use this. Teleport. Crowd City Hall Courtyard. Yeah, we have to go to... We have to talk to Geppetto and Eugenie. Geppetto we have to talk to because I believe he has the key to Vanini Works, or someone has the key to Vanini Works. Eugenie, I can't remember why. I guess maybe she talks about finding Vanini. I think that's probably what it is. Okay, Faded Whistle is here. Friends. And then we go to this one. And you know what? We'll go to inside the house on Elysian Boulevard, and instead of going the way that I went before, I'll stay at the top and go that way, and yeah, that's quicker. A little bit more dangerous, but definitely quicker. Just don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Run. Defeat you. Good. Okay, don't clank, don't clank. Beautiful. The double crit. Very rare double crit. Ah! That hurt. And then we go Faded Whistle. That sound, is that you, Murphy?
I miss Zach.
Okay, so yeah, no, sorry, you don't get a
I wish we could all play.
I forgot you don't get a humanity, you get a radiant ergo fragment, unless of course you get the humanity right as that ends, in which case, oops. It should be fine. Alright, Hotel Stargazer. Let's talk to Eugenie, and then we'll talk to Geppetto, and then we will at least be able to start Vanini Works. Won't be able to get through it, but we'll be able to start. Ah, yeah, she makes me the full minus. Okay, that's fine, I don't care. Now all the way back up to the top to find Geppetto. Geppetto. Run. I should probably use a different costume, right? Let's try... I don't know if we ended up using it too much, but this one. That's cool. I'm a white donkey.
Ah, always remember. Speaking, my friend.
Alright, so...
Remember, be careful, beware.
And always be a good boy. Alright, I have 2 quartz. Should I use them now? Yeah, let's use them. There is something I want in particular. Yes, we have a new like set of 4 now. Let's quickly go over these. So for attack, it's enhances weapon attack when durability is at maximum 2. Enhance condensed legion attack 2. Enhance ambush stagger attack 2. Enhances attack when HP is at maximum. So these are pretty good for just increasing your attack even further. Lowers guard damage in discharge state, lowers fury attack damage, which means how much you take, increases pulse cell 6, there it is, that's for pulse cell 11, where I was getting a little bit confused. This one is interesting, enhanced deflection recovery, shortens the time you can't move after your weapon is deflected. So it's good for like clanking, but I think it works on enemies too, all it says is your weapon is deflected, but so yeah, that's good. Lowers weapon durability consumption of stabbing weapons and slashing weapons, increases weapon durability recovery speed, and naturally recovers durability of inactive weapons. And then the last ones here are Legion Magazine Effect Enhanced 3, increases consumable, increases throwing object, and definitely increases ergo upon eliminating an enemy. And then for this one, I want to get Charge Legion when eliminating an enemy. That's pretty good.
You can get from City Hall.
Okay, yeah, he does give us the key. And Sophia can now talk to us.
Now that we have you must know that's why we're both. That's all. I'll use my power.
Okay, that's fine. And actually, I will level up a couple times here. Give me... Yeah, just do that. Was I getting the... Hang on. This one? Yeah, so I need 15,990 ergo to level up. And then I think for the level after that, I'll need 15,991. Okay, so we have 8 minutes to get as far as we possibly can. Hopefully I don't die. Alright, so I've died once, but that's pretty good. What does that say? I can't read it. It looks like it's been like crossed out. It doesn't really matter. That's a cool looking clock. I'm just always looking at this game. That's like a Vanini report or something like that. Alright, into Kratz, into Vanini Works starting area. Alright, so let's see if I can be quick but cautious about this.
Vanini Works. Everything you see here belongs to Vanini, the classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat. Just ask him. Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram and Krat is supplied from here.
I think there's one.
You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of machine is he? I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still kicking.
I don't know if the big guy saw me, he didn't. Excellent. That's really good because this guy is actually worse. Oh, he makes it difficult to beat him. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Saw the other enemy. Don't spit. Damn it. Let's try this. Thank you. That was very lucky. Okay, good. Thank you for the crit. Okay, we got there. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, for this part, I should heal. Just make sure that there's no one behind me. There's this guy. I'm just gonna deal with this guy just on the off chance that the other ones push me back for some reason. Good. There's a lot of puppets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Okay, and before we go, we can actually talk to the King of Riddles here. I'm going to defeat this enemy first. Oh, no, sorry, I always get confused by this area. I'm going to talk to him first, skip all the dialogue, and then I'm going to pick the wrong answer on purpose, just so we can get some more new dialogue. So by morning it walks on feet numbering 4, at midday just 2, no less and no more. It walks on 3 feet when the evening arrives, and if you solve this then you'll know you're alive. We'll say monster.
Correct! Fantastic insight! Yes, that's what I would have said if you'd been right, but you were not. I'm not angry, just disappointed. And a little angry. You, caller, are an absolute blockhead. But... you know what, caller? It's been quite a pleasure, so I think you've earned quite a nice piece of treasure. What's a monster? What's a man? And what's the real difference? Isn't what's more important our very existence? Oh, don't take it so hard, my dear incorrect friend. As a first-time riddle riddler, you get a free pen. But I'm all out of pens, so I hope you'll agree. It's thrice as nice to get a Trinity key. Doors and keys and doors, the subjects of puzzles and riddles galore. My next riddle won't be so simple to crack. Arlecchino's the king. Not some riddling cheap jack.
Okay. Yeah, so regardless of if you get the question right or wrong, he gives you the Trinity key. And at least we got some more dialogue, which is cool. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to get to where I was thinking, but that's okay. Down here is an area that is a dead end, and in this particular, you can't see it, but in this particular new game, there's a new chest right where the donkey's ears are, right between the donkey's ears, and it provides an amulet that is sort of like a +1 variety. It's not any good really, but it's, yeah, there's a couple of new chests and stuff, so thought I'd just mention it. Alright, let's see. So if we go left, it's a dead end, so we have to go right. You can also get another salamander blade in that room. Actually, should I show that off? It's not a big deal, but I'll show it off. Because it's kind of cool. The 1, 2, 3, nice. 1. Thank you for the crits. Excellent. Alright, so in this room there's this safe, and inside is a salamander blade. If you enjoyed the weapon from the previous playthrough, you can actually see that we can now... that's the salamander blade I made with the acidic crystal spear handle, and there's the regular one. And if you get the acidic crystal spear again, you can make wait, well I guess you could make 2, but yeah, you don't really need to make 2 either. Where am I going to stop? Okay, you know what? I'm going to go to that Stargazer, which is like literally just be no. Get over here. I don't really have time to get there though. Let's just go. Oh, it's the factory report with Nikola Tesla. Or Tesla. Okay, now we gotta beat this guy. This guy can be a little troublesome, so I'm gonna grindstone here. We're gonna fall. Can't see. That was not wise. Oh crap. Beautiful. Why did it? Oh, okay, deflected. Crap. Beautiful. Come on. Beautiful. How is he not? Yes, that's what I wanted. Excellent, okay. Very lucky to get that. Alright, and now he's gone. Got a Legion caliber for beating him. Alright, pretty much right on time. I just wanted to beat him because I know that the next thing that we're going to get to is a Stargazer. And it's a good place to stop right before what I said about the amulet. Yoink. So I go. Alright, that's pretty good. If I hadn't have died to the Scrapped Watchman, I'm fairly confident we could have got to maybe just before Fuoco, which is kind of insane. Gimme. Alright, cool. We'll grab this Stargazer and we'll leave things here. We've already made decent headway into New Game Plus, and I hope to do the same in the next episode. So for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 24 of Let's Platinum Lies of P. My name's Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.